So the fourth question I had was, why do you think linear games are so repulsive to general gamers these days?
I mean, yeah, because like when I was trying to think of like bullet points for that question, I was like wondering, I mean, are linear games actually that repulsive to general gamers?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking, because I mean, like God of War is like God of War or Hogwarts Legacy. Like, I mean, well, I know Hogwarts Legacy is God of War. It's very linear, but it's also
Yeah,
like one of the most popular games like ever.
right.
And yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I guess like I'm gonna have to disagree with that they are repulsive because I feel like linear games like they're much more easier to follow because you don't have to play the game as much. Like for general gamers, like non gamers, they can just easily like
Hmm.
go in, put on easy mode, and then just follow the story because which are like great stories.
So, when in terms of freedom and openness, do you think there can be too much of that?
Um, I don't think so because like Breath of the Wild is the most like open game I've played, and it's just so much fun to do. Like, I just hop on the game and then like, oh, I see a shrine, I'll go there now. And then, oh, I need to do the main quest, but then I see another shrine and I just head off there.
Well, do you think there can be too much for one game? Like just having a world that's way too big for the ideas placed inside of it.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
The whole quality over quantity component.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you like make the just make it like super big and like super slow traversal, like, especially like an open world. If you make the traversal like really slow, then could like make it just a lot more less too open because you spend a lot more time in the game, but too slow to actually progress or do anything meaningful in it.
It's like Mad Max is a really good example. The map is way too big for what's in contained in the game because
Mm-hmm.
there are several spots where you're just driving for way too long without coming across anything. And I love the game, but making it too big made it overly repetitive. Now, of course, if it had more stuff to do in it, it'd be great. But if that stuff is too similar, then it eventually gets old. So it's just I think trying to aim for more openness is kind of a dangerous area in terms of quality because you're eventually just going to get a bunch of diluted aspects. It's just not going to work, and I think we just see a lot of that, especially with the Assassin's Creed games, where they just kind of they just plop whatever in there, copy and pasted, and just kind of call it a day. And
Yeah,
instead of just placing something unique, and Far Cry games are also guilty of this. The same, by Ubisoft also, and pretty much every open world game really just wants to just throw the same kind of stuff in there because players want more map, more this and that, and it's just I mean, of course, as long
yeah,
as someone is having fun, then who am I to judge them? But eventually, we're just going to come across things just being utterly bland with just a little bit of pieces of unique and fun content in it. But
yeah.
can you see what I'm talking about from that standpoint?
I definitely see it like yeah, too when there's too much, there's just way too much quantity.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a really good open world game, but I'm not sure if you played it. Have you heard of a short hike?
Short hike.
A short hike.
I have not. Let me look that up. Short hike.
It's this very small indie game, and it's fully open world, and it's like the title says, it's a short hike. It lasts like 1 hour long,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just so much like activities you can do there, but it's all natural. You go there and you feel like you're always progressing with every activity, and then sooner or later you just end up at the end of the game at the right pace.
Huh. It does look really nice. Wow. I wonder why I haven't heard of this one.
I'd highly recommend it.
Let's see. What is?
Like
Is it
you
on
just like
everything?
it's on everything. I think it's perfect for the Switch. Like if you want to like just play a bit before you go to sleep, just finish the game in like 1 hour.
Is it mostly platforming or does it have some kind of combat?
Uh, it's mostly platforming. There's no combat in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into
It's
that. It looks really pretty. Looks like
It
it's packed
is.
full of stuff. Also, it doesn't look like it's not a whole lot of landscape where you're just walking around. But
No, like every corner you turn to, there's like just something to do all the time. It constantly just gives dopamine to the player, but at the same time, it's very relaxing. Like you're not like stressing out that, oh, I need to do this and this to progress in the game. You just do it, and then you naturally.
okay, all right, yeah, I'll definitely add that to my list. When did this come out?
2019, I think, or 2020.
Okay, so it's fairly new. Well, yeah, 2019, July.
19, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. That definitely looks interesting. Okay,
Very good indie game.
thank you for listening to this podcast clip. If you want to watch more of the podcast, the full podcast is in the link in the description, along with my guest channel name. And if you would like to guest in a future podcast, please contact me and we shall talk so we can discuss many, many topics, more to come. Other than that, have a glorious day.